welcome to the King of Anime podcast, the only weekly podcast where we talk about, well, EA talks about murdering Oreos, and we criticize him for doing such things.
Those Oreos had it coming.
Those Oreos had a family, EA.
Yeah, and they were quite delicious in milk.
And that's why you're a monster.
I really like this new season of The Promised Neverland.
Well, it's probably better than season 2, to be fair. It's already more compelling.
Yeah, that's not really that tough.
Sad face.
Gorsh?
Sad face. Maybe one day we'll get a readaptation of the Goofy Land. Until that day, though, we have to deal with what we have.
Reality.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh.
So,
Eminem?
Yeah. He's going to lose himself.
Oh, no.
it's because he watched Goofy Land.
I think anybody would have gone crazy after
Slip and
that.
fall. I watched that opening, by the way. I watched, finally, that opening for Attack on Titan.
You watched the rumbling
Yeah.
and
It's good, I guess. Somebody sent me a they did like a fan-made like recreation of like a budget, like it was like $50 million versus $1. It was a pretty interesting video, and it was like, the point is like sort of like janky like live action, you know, low budget stuff. So like they recreated like as best they could like all the shots from the opening, and they had like the opening below their opening, and yeah, I saw the opening finally.
We're proud of you.
I am so incredibly proud.
I also today I watched the opening to the new Bleach episode.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That's 2 in
I
1
still
day,
haven't
my
watched
friends.
Bleach.
It's pretty good.
Did
I
it not
actu-
have an opening for the first episode or something? Because I saw
It
other
didn't.
people talking about it.
It had,
Okay,
like,
that's why.
It had like an extended special outro, using a song from their 25th something anniversary. I forget which number it is, because Fallout right now is having their 25th anniversary. Just so happens to happen on the same day. So
I was wondering why everybody was talking about the opening today, but that makes sense now.
it's a good opening. I like it.
I actually have seen Bleach.
You watched the episodes?
Well, the first one, I watched it like 2 days ago because you hyped me up with that video of yours. See, I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch this just to see how good it was.
Awful video.
Got to admit, not bad.
It's pretty good. Like,
Not bad.
reading the manga and then going to it, I you know, there's a certain level of expectation you have. So, I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But anyways, this is the King of Anime podcast. So, what have you guys been up to as well? Oh, also, call to action. 500 subscribers on the KOA channel. We'll do face cams. So, get us there to 500 subscribers. We also will get a community tab at 500 subscribers, which is very important with communicating with you guys. It would definitely help us out. So, you know, tell your friends about KOA.
And your mom.
And your wives, and your husbands, and your stepchildren that you pay child support for.
And your dogs, named Bob.
And even your nieces and nephews you don't really like, but you still have to give them gifts.
Oh, yes, yes. Don't forget that weird uncle of yours that tells you about his life story.
Even your single friends. Also, give me their numbers.
Pets too.
Pets have their own YouTubes now.
Yeah. And Twitter accounts. So yeah, what have you guys been up to? What have you been doing?
Not a whole lot. Well, okay. I say not a whole lot. I take that back. Scratch that. Reverse that. You're right. I've been thinking about my channel and thinking about stuff to do with it. And to everybody listening right now, either live or in the past tense, subscribe, or that's not the word, I guess follow our TikTok King of Anime podcast, because I'm going to be in charge of the content that goes on there, and I think I have some ideas that are going to blow some people away. It's not just going to be clips. It's probably going. You know what? I better not say.
We're getting all
you gotta follow for
like
some more.
a titty on KOA now. Getting hip with the kids. We're getting in.
I still have not downloaded TikTok.
It's the way of the future, Satsuki.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know.
Eat some Tide Pods.
I think you're stuck in this a year. I don't know what year that was, but you're in the past.
2018, I think.
I mean, C-Tactics is always stuck in the past. He's saying stuff that he thinks is relevant, and it's like 10 years old.
What do you mean? You guys hear that new song by that cool band called Green Day? The American Idiot?
God. We gotta update your firmware.
Yeah, you missed it by 18 years, but we'll catch you up.
Yeah.
It's fine. 2004, 2022, same year pretty much. Decrepit Storm says EA, I am shocked.
Ooh.
I mean, I like Oreos. What can I say?
QRW6 says, what up, KOA? Happy Bleach Day, happy Chainsaw Man Day, happy Mob Day, and happy Spy Family Day. A lot of days.
What's good, baby?
Oh.
Are those all airing today? I don't think Chainsaw Man is, but
Chainsaw Man is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're talking about it now, because the next episode's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, the timing. But
yeah, it is.
It's all right. I mean, I feel like it's better than to do it the day that it's airing, because there may be some people who aren't going to watch it as soon as it airs. It at least gives people time. Like, now you have all the time in a week to watch it and listen to us talk about it.
Fair enough. I'll allow it. But only this one time.
Thank you, Sisama.
You're welcome.
Well,
Sisama.
I'll say, as for me, I finished playing Danganronpa. Great twist at the end. It was something I wasn't expecting at all. And I was worried for the ending of that game, because based on the characters that were left alive, I was like, I don't know if I wanted to be any one of these guys, but they made it believable. They made it fun. Yeah, it was a pretty good game. I am definitely going to play the sequels on my Twitch. So hopefully everybody who watched it will show up again. And maybe get some more people.
/Ludwig, everybody. That's where he's streaming.
Who is that guy?
Ludwig?
Yeah, it was Ludwig.
You guys are Ludwig. Ludwig.
No, who's that?
He's a streamer. He's you.
It's not me.
Yeah, it is.
Are you talking about like Beethoven?
No, not Ludwig Beethoven.
Dun, dun, dun,
The streamer.
dun.
Ludwig.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know who that guy is.
Mathematical Anomaly has shown up. It says, what's up, KOA? Hope everyone is well.
What's good?
Hello, Tete.
Well, I guess it's time we get into the next segment of the show. Viewer questions. We have a Google Docs that you can submit your questions in. And as well, you can drop some in the chat. And we'll get to them when we get to them. We only got 3 questions this week, though. Not that much, but all actually rather interesting. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and jump right in. First question. Are you a sophisticated Power fan? Or are you a scumbag barking Makima fan?
What? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you wouldn't know who Power is right now. It's a Chainsaw Man character. Actually, you would know, because the opening does say they show Power and they have like her name on screen.
Yeah.
But I would be the latter. I am the
Disgusting.
scumbag barking Makima fan.
Well, I'm Team Power. So go fuck
I
yourself.
I haven't seen any of them yet. Well, Makimo was at the very end, and she was like, "You get to eat breakfast." But we'll talk about her later. And yeah, so I wouldn't know. I guess based off of the quote of breakfast versus the opening with power, I'm undecided yet.
Well, my reasonings will be clear soon enough. And you will all understand why Power is better than Makima.
No, not me.
Next question, which ability would you rather have? Stand or Super Saiyan?
Dan.
Super Saiyan.
I don't know, this is tough. Like, both are so good. I think I'd pick Stand because you get to have powers that manifest from, like, basically your personality. And I think that's just really interesting. Like, imagine getting Shining Diamond or Crazy Diamond. I forget which one they call it, but whatever it is, imagine getting that Stand. That'd be freaking awesome. Just saying. So,
And
come on,
and then
Stand.
too with Super Saiyan, apparently, according to Dragon Ball Super, you can lose Super Saiyan. At least like the Ascended version. So if that's true, then yeah, I'm not training to keep up golden dreadlocks. I'm good.
I mean, all I need is the first one. I don't need any of them other ones. They can have that. I'll be strong enough. Bouncers will let me into clubs.
But I'm assuming if you can lose Ascended Super Saiyan, you can also lose Super Saiyan. It's just that Gohan didn't drop off that far. Because you got to think everybody who has it trains a lot.
I mean, I just got to do a couple of push-ups in a day. And if I'm a Super Saiyan, I could... it's one of those, if I don't use it, I'll lose it type things. So, I mean, I got to keep it. I don't want to lose my Super Saiyan. I want my tail.
That's why you have that's why you have stands.
I prefer to sit.
What if I get a shitty stand, though?
I mean, out of the entire series, there's not a lot just of bad stands. Just plain bad. I think they all have their uses, and as C already illustrated, it's based on your personality. So if you have a shit stand, maybe you're a shit person.
I guess that's true.
At least you'll know, though.
Zaweldo would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, I know what my stand's going to be. My stand is going to be the extinction of all lollies.
Oh,
not
God.
a bad one. Not a bad one. Not a bad
You know what? I want to work together. Like we can destroy all the lollies and all the lolicons.
Oh yes, and together we will bring balance to the force.
My stand will be Saber.
Ugh.
I'm disappointed. Not surprised though.
Or maybe
Lock him in the
Saberlina.
bridge.
What? Well, no, Sabelina and or Saber will protect me. They are my stands.
We know what you want to use your stand for.
I don't know what you're talking about. Next question. What's your favorite sports brand?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's it. What's your favorite sports brand? Examples: Adidas, Nike, Puma.
Oh,
I'm a Nike person. I love Nike.
yeah. I think I will have to roll with Nike too.
Not a brand guy. But for the memes, Adidas.
Yeah, Nike. They have. I recently got some sandals from someplace, and those are the most comfortable sandals I've ever had in my life. It's from Nike. Make a wonderful sandal. So
And a
Yeah.
Awesome.
sandwich.
Hey,
not a
Nike
sandwich.
Nike just has a big variety of things. it's hard to compete with. Long
that.
and hard though.
No. Rapid Storm says, I think I'm leaning towards Makima now. I've read a few chapters with Power, but we'll see what happens.
You're on the right side of history.
Long and hard though.
God. He also goes on to say, if you were a stand user, you would be the guy in Stardust Crusaders who was defeated before they even met him. Or
but like
Sun stand.
But there are people with stands who just like chill. Like for example, the masseuse lady, or not masseuse. She did like it was almost like plastic surgery. I guess you could call her like a. She had a title. I just don't remember what it was. But yeah, like you could have a casual stand like that. There was a guy who was using this stand just for cooking. Like you don't have to be combat oriented to have a stand.
I'm gonna be the microwave stand.
That's true. There was that one guy in Diamond is Unbreakable that made food that made people's bodies better.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I liked it in Diamond is Unbreakable when he punches the spaghetti and turns back into the ingredients. That was great. QRW6 says, I choose stand because you can use it in a logical way. Super Saiyan is a power buff, but having both would be awesome. And also, Nikes for life and Jordans are overrated in my opinion. And Jotaro. Wow, I haven't seen Jotaro in a while. He says, Ben loves Lena. Lena who?
That is true. That is true.
Lena who? I don't know who you're...
The waifu.
Anyways, next topic. Probably thinking we should move this next week to like the first thing we talking about, because what we've been playing seems like something that would go more with the intro. We did like the outro last week, which was a little jarring. So it's jarring again, but we're rolling with it. Have you guys been watching or playing anything?
I don't think I watched anything further than what we've already watched. I'm still watching anime that EA likes to made one. I haven't watched episode 2, but
I haven't watched that. I forgot. Crap, I'm writing that down. Happen again.
Yeah, that's the only thing outside of KOA that I'm watching this season. Well, I guess Bleach as well, but I still haven't. I'm watching Bleach in chunks, so I'm still waiting to watch that. But other than that, that's the only thing I'm watching this season. And like I said, Danganronpa, probably will play that next week.
Bleach chunks.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched the second episode of Akiba Maid Wars, and gotta admit, wasn't as good as the first episode, but the ending was still pretty cool. Like, if you watch it, I could go more into it, but there's a certain character on there that I absolutely hate, and I want to snap her neck every time I see her talk. So it's just
your reactions to characters you hate.
I mean, if I really hate a character, I go all in. Because there's slightly annoying ones. There's ones that are there, and then there's what's her face, Kitty. There's her.
God, Frederica.
And Alien Lolly. Like, Alien Lolly, I think, is, if you rate him on a scale of obnoxiousness, like, Alien Lolly's off the Richter scale. So,
damn.
Been watching that. As far as games, I've just been playing a little bit on my Switch. Things here and there. I'm getting ready for God of War Ragnarok next month. That's probably the only thing I'm going to be playing when that comes out. Yeah.
EA, there's a since you like God of War Ragnarok, there's a game that's coming out maybe in a couple days, maybe next week. It's coming out on Game Pass, actually. It's called A Plague Tale of Two Requiem or something like that.
Requiem for a Tale or something. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's the sequel to another one that came out a couple years ago, but it's apparently getting like 10 out of 10s, and people are saying this is like game of the year over Elden Ring even. Like this is a must play and it's going to be a big hit.
It looks pretty cool. Like a whole bunch of rats, a swarm of rats trying to kill you, and you try to run from them. That's that's pretty cool.
It's very apparently very like it's one of those walking sort of simulator sort of ish kind of style games where it's about the story, and I'm not into those as much, but based off the reception that I've seen from YouTubers and streamers who have played it, definitely gonna play the first one and try it out here soon. So yeah,
Nice.
excited for that. But I watched, Bleach. This is the only show I'm watching that's not on the podcast. I guess we're all watching Bleach, oddly enough, but new episode today is pretty good. Already put out a video on it if you didn't, weren't aware of that. But as well, couple nights ago, right? No, it was Saturday, I finished Cyberpunk 2077, and I must say, that's a must-play game. And
You beat the game?
I beat it. Now, the cool thing about it is I beat it, but I didn't finish all the content, and I was going for a 100% playthrough. Like, I finished everything I could, but there's just so much in the game that you have to, like, basically play multiple playthroughs or select, like, the right options to get certain quests to open up so you can actually do them and stuff. So, which is something that a lot of people are like, oh, Cyberpunk, the choices don't matter. They do, though. Like, and that's what I found surprising is, like, you can make a choice in Cyberpunk that completely locks out a character's, like, romance options or, like, a story. Like, if you select the wrong thing, like, that's it. Or you select the right thing, you get to continue along the path of their character or story, whatever that is.
You get to score with Rebecca?
No, Rebecca's not in the game, but she
Don't tell me that.
Well, she's dead as well, so.
No, it didn't happen.
But there's a plethora of characters you can romance and plethora of paths and stuff. I will say, Johnny Silverhand, Keanu Reeves, he starts off as an asshole, kind of abrasive. I think that's just the fact that he's not a voice actor, so a little rough, but other than that, great character. Awesome character. And there's a choice at the end of the game that if you pick a certain choice, it's like the ending of like a Western. It's such a good ending. V as well. I picked Lady V. I didn't pick Male V because Male V sucks at his voice acting. Lady V, some of the best voice acting I've heard in an RPG in a long time. Long time. She is amazing. Gotta give her flowers. Like, probably the best female voiced RPG protagonist since Mass Effect with Jane Shepard. So that's high praise for me because I love Shepard. Other than that, though, the only thing I didn't like about the game, it's two things. Three things. Some of the balancing stuff, like your character trees and your skill trees, it can get a little messy. But if you're just doing like a blind playthrough, a first playthrough, and you don't know what you're doing, you'll be fine. 2, the fight with Adam Smasher, really underwhelming. At first I was like, yeah, that is underwhelming, but it's not that bad. No, it's bad. It's a bad fight.
Huh.
People described him as a bullet sponge. He's not. I mowed through him. Like, he was one of the easiest enemies I fought in the entire game. Like, I ran across cyber psychos that are just random NPCs that put up more of a fight. And then the last thing is the first 10 hours of the game, without a doubt, besides the ending, is the best part of the game. So when you're basically, there's a 10-hour prologue mission or sequence where you play as V with Jackie. and you gotta like go do a heist. That's the best part of the game. Everything else from thereafter is kind of downhill, but it's not a bad downhill. It's just not as good. And it just kind of, you know, you're kind of waiting for it to like get to the ending because you know the ending's going to be really good in this game, and it is. But, you know, you start off with such hype moments as the first 10 hours, and you go to it's okay, it's fine, it's fun. And then the ending is just, like I said, spectacular. Absolute generational game in my opinion. Absolutely should play Cyberpunk 2077. And I promise you, I didn't think I was ever going to say that, but it's great. So give it a shot.
Wow. Do you take back everything you said about Project Red?
Not necessarily. I think they're on the right path, but they now have nailed Cyberpunk, I think. And I'm buying Phantom Liberty day one, which is their expansion. So I was never gonna do, but
wow,
totally changed my opinions on that game. Better do a
all
sequel,
right.
God damn it.
It's gonna take 10 years to bake.
And I hope Keanu's in the next game, because if he is, holy shit.
Yeah, I can't wait for Keanu's anime that comes out. That's gonna be fun.
What's it called? What is it called? Like Berserker or something like that?
Yeah, it's Berserker. It's based off of a comic book that I don't think he made, but it's a character based off of him, and he's gonna do the voice
Oh, that's pretty cool.
for the main character. So anything with Keanu, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I mean, if you like Keanu, as well, definitely play Cyberpunk. So.
All right, I might have to now that it's not a broken game anymore.
Yeah, it works. I played it on PC, to be fair. I don't know what console is looking like, but max that bitch out. Anyways, let's go ahead, get into our main topic. Spent way too much time on. Let's talk about F: A Tale of Memories, Episode 1.
Oh. So, I know that this was my pick for Nakama Club. Sasuke and I have already seen this. It's been a minute since I've seen it. Sasuke, I'm sure it's been a while too. Sea Tactics, this is your first time ever watching it, correct?
Yep.
All right. I want to hear your thoughts of kind of what you saw, overall impression, just because I know it's a lot to take in first episode, especially,
Yeah, you're right.
you know, the first episode, you're like, whoa, that was a lot. What just happened?
Yeah, it's very much, I know this is based off a visual novel, so in my opinion, this is to be expected. It's very obvious. Based off the first episode, this is based off a visual novel, just because of the way it's like, it basically shows like a group like I don't know how to word this, but like just groups of people like running into each other, interacting with each other. I feel like they're all gonna start some romance, and then it's just gonna be like, you know, a tale of their lives growing together, I suppose. That being said, I do think it's interesting near the end when Chihiro is talking to Renji. Is the guy's name Renji?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, yeah. Chihiro, so I watched the dub for this, by the way.
You already fucked up.
This dub,
I quit.
straight up, is the cast of Haruhi Suzumi's dub. But I don't know if there's any script changes, but Chihiro says a bunch of stuff that's like, makes me think she's some type of time traveler, so I don't know if that's dub-isms, or am I supposed to think she's a time traveler, EA?
No. Well, No, I don't think so.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch to sub next episode.
I mean, that's the way that I originally saw it. So, I mean, I don't know how the dub plays out as far as what they say. Because I know they take liberties sometimes and they change a few things. So, if your idea was that Chihiro's a time traveler, I'm sorry.
That's what I got though. Let's see. What are the couples in this? There's Eye Patch Lady,
Yeah, that's Chihiro.
Chihiro. She's I called her Rika Takarada from Chunibyo, which I think is a mistake in of itself, because I think Rika Takarada is the girl from Gridman, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're trying to say.
There's like the Kyosuke, the guy who shoots videos and has like the girlfriend that doesn't really like him looking at other ladies. That's
Yeah.
memorable in of itself already.
Uh-huh.
That is such a like early 2000s thing, by the way. I'm gonna shoot video. Like, I have a video camera. Now it's like these days you take out your fucking data pad and you record a video.
Yeah.
Then there's Kay, who's mad at this dude. And then this other guy walks into a total mid 2000s anime church and meets Ilya.
Yeah.
From Fate Zero, but she has black hair this time.
Yeah, and she's just like chilling up there going, I don't have the answers you're looking for. Leave me alone.
And then, oh my god, yes. And then a lady gets her bag stolen. I thought it was bike for a moment, but it's bag. In the dub, it sounded like bike. Need to redo that take, but it was pretty interesting. And then, so they go like chasing after, you know, the thief or whatever, and then she's like, I give up. He's like, the dude's like, what do you mean you give up? And he's like, it's whatever. All I had, you know, I didn't have much in my bag anyways. Time for a new bag. All I had in my phone was my grandma's phone number, so it's all good. And then like, yeah. I'm just like, just kiss already, all of you. God damn it. That's my thoughts. It's fun.
I watched both episodes 1 and 2, so I had to kind of like dance around, like not saying what happened in episode 2. Yeah, it was pretty much just setting up all the characters. We got introduced to everybody. I know what happens in the series, so I still can't go as far as I want to, but yeah, it definitely looks like romance is going to be the center of the story with some of the ships that appear to be forming with Chihiro, Rangy, Hiro, and Mia, and then Playboy, and possibly K, because he was recording her. I think that was K he was recording, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're already kind of setting him up as like this Playboy type of character, so you can kind of just guess where that's going to go, possibly. But yeah, it was just showing us the personality of some of these characters and forming some bonds with them. Now, Mia has to go. She has to go.
Aw, what's wrong with Mia?
She stole his bike and was acting like it was all cool. Like, I don't know anybody who would just act normal in that situation. Like, she just stole your bike out of nowhere. She's like, I'm borrowing this, thanks. And she had no intention of giving it back. And then she broke it. How do you even break a bike like that?
Yeah, that that was pretty insensitive of her for sure. And then when she crashed it, she was just like, "Oh well,
Yeah.
I just had like some change in my purse or whatever." Oh man, yeah, that was pretty bad. But hey, it looks pretty.
Bikes are expensive.
Yeah,
she owes me a couple yen.
Up
Or she owes hero a couple yen.
a couple thousand.
And do we remember how Ash and Misty became friends? Because Ash owed Misty a bike.
Yeah.
So that means Hero needs to walk around and follow Mia and say, "You
Deal
owe me
drugs.
a bike." What? What about drugs?
And deal drugs.
I don't think dealing drugs would be the answer. I think it would be, I need compensation for the bike that you stole from me, and now give it back before I call the police.
Now, if drugs were in that bad, that would make that scene a lot more. It would have made it make more sense.
Yeah, that would be it. She's like, I need it back. Why? It's got my crack pipe in it. I mean, it's it's got my prescription. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, Mia might be on crack. She has to be on something.
Yeah, she's definitely, what would you call it in anime? She's got an outgoing personality.
She's a kinky girl.
She's
That's
a very kinky girl.
Wait, what?
Is that what you just said?
Genki with a G.
Oh, I thought you said kinky.
I wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't either. I mean, I guess anyone that steals anybody's bike would be kinky.
Or just a thief.
There's kinky thieves.
This is true.
I've seen some
They're like,
videos.
give me your wallet, give me your money, but also let me tickle you with this feather.
That's terrible.
But when C first said like it was based on like a visual novel, that is the exact vibes I got from it. Not knowing anything about like where this series was adapted from. That is exactly the same vibes I got. Like, yeah, this reads like a visual novel, and
Yeah.
I can't really.
Well, it's got that same exact style as depressing one with the starfish girl.
Clannad.
Doki Doki.
Clannad. Yeah.
Clannad, Air,
I
Canon.
mean, yeah, I guess so. But
Yeah, that was the style back then.
this was a lot to take in. It wasn't a lot of characters. It's just that it really never gave you enough time to stay with those characters for you to remember names per se. Because I'm on my anime list and looking up the names as I'm talking, so I'm cheating.
That's okay. I'm cheating too.
Like
I don't
Kyosuke?
know shit. Oh, no, he's not cheating. He's just looking at other women.
He's cheating.
Well,
Full
okay,
on.
fair enough, but he's videoing.
Okay.
He's documenting. You never know.
He's documenting a pretty girl going across the street.
No, history.
Well, this is the next step for cheaters. Like, record yourself cheating.
Hey, some people already do that.
I mean, yeah, TikTok's full of people that are like that, and then people are reacting to him going, "You stupid idiot."
Oh man. So yeah, do you think any more cheating in this series is gonna happen?
No. Everybody's
Well,
holy.
Yeah, Renji seems like a good boy. He even had the whole thing where he was like, I want to be a knight and save a princess. So, yeah, that's probably what he's going to do with Chihiro. Save her in some way.
This is my favorite spot by the railroad. I like to look at the tracks.
These
No,
guys are such anime
it's-
characters. Oh
it's
my
like-
god.
They really are.
It's just like that movie, Stand By Me. Do you like Stand By Me, Chihiro? I do. I like it. I also like you. See, that's my poetry. Let's kiss. I don't think I want to kiss. I'm too edgy and dark for that.
You see, this is the type of anime that I would say isn't an entry level anime. This is not something you would show someone for them to get into anime.
No, definitely not.
This is something you already had to kind of be like used to and accustomed to, because if somebody watched this, they would go like, why are they talking like this? Why aren't they having like a regular conversation?
Hey, Chihiro.
Right.
You want to listen to this new song? I think they really connect with me. It's from a new band called Likin Paco. Goes something like this. Crawling in my skin.
Why do you sound old?
These...
He's aging before our eyes.
I know. He's like, I'm gonna rock forever.
I'm trying to do
I ain't never
goddamn
dying.
dub.
I'm hip.
Oh, I don't remember how the dub sounds.
That's how the
Did
dub
the-
sounds.
Is there an old man in the dub?
No, it's just I'm a bad voice actor.
Oh, well, as far as the art is concerned with this anime, it's really beautiful, I think. Like, and it's also very Shaft. A lot of fast edits, a lot of just quick boom, stylish shot, boom, big colorful background, boom, close up. It's just really fast editing and just really pretty at the same time.
You can always recognize their style immediately. I say like Shaft and Trigger, like some of the studios, like it just, you don't have to know it's from them. Obviously, you just see it, you see their works, and you know it's from them.
Yeah, it's I think I looked it up. The director filmed a couple of Monogatari shows, which I'm not surprised. It definitely shows up. And he went on to do Kokoro Connect and the adaptation of Watamote, which those are the only ones I remember that were like noticeable and notable. I can't. All the other ones I don't even remember what he did, but yeah, this is his style.
I gotta feel it. I don't think they played the opening in the first episode.
No, they didn't. But I like the opening.
Yeah.
You want to listen to this new song?
Oh fuck!
It's called "Fuck the Police." Gorsh.
By NWA.
Gorsh, Renji. Gorsh, I want to hear it. I like murder.
Why is Chihiro goofy?
Don't worry, Renji. You'll get her someday. Gorsh.
Now
what do you think Chihiro's hiding under that eye patch?
Sharingan?
I was gonna say it could be a Sharingan, it could be held back power, it could be green eye, or it could be Goofy.
Gorsh. You do
Goofy
respect
eye.
me under this eye patch. Gorsh.
Goofy eye.
I guess you could say she's got a goofy eye. Gorsh.
He's got an eye for Goofy.
So how did this devolve into old men and then Goofy? Where does this even come from?
It's KOA. What do you mean? That's all you need to know.
I mean, Goofy has to be in every season ever since The Promised Goofy Land introduced him.
You ruined it.
What about Sean?
Ruined it.
We can't leave Sean out of this.
No.
Well, no, we can. We absolutely
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
I think his lawyers are tired of contacting us.
You think Sean's gonna be in this anime? You think he's gonna
No.
voice Berserker in this?
He's gonna voice the pigeons that keep flying in this show.
Oh.
He probably not so good at that.
So, what was that guy's name? Was it Hero? So Hero's a manga artist. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's a manga artist, and he gonna make. I wonder because what year is it? 2006. So yeah, he's gonna make quintessential quintuplets.
I think that's a little too early. think that's a little too old.
What about
He'll be ahead of his time if he starts now.
he'll be the creator of Attack on Titan.
Ooh, even better.
He's Isayama.
Yeah, he's Isayama.
You better watch out. Some people don't like the ending.
Oh.
Rumbling, rumbling, it's falling, rumbling. See tactics, beware.
Oh, and what's up with this living situation between Hiro and Kei? Because I think Kei calls him like Oni-chan, or maybe that's somebody else. She was calling Oni-chan. I didn't pay attention, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I know Chihiro and Kei are sisters. Like
Yeah.
that's a thing. As far as I don't know if she thinks of Hiro as a brother figure and like has no affection for him whatsoever, or if it's just I don't know. Maybe she has a thing for older brothers and wants to get to know him a little more. I don't know.
She spent
Whatever it is, it's interesting.
Way too much time on Pornhub.
I don't think Pornhub was a thing back then.
This is true. And he had a party waiting for him that he didn't attend. This
Yeah,
sucks.
he's a busy man. He's too busy drawing. Gotta keep the dream alive.
And getting his bike stolen.
Yeah,
How you
yeah,
doing?
he's
How you
busy
doing,
doing
Rishi?
that.
Thanks for coming by. Appreciate
He's just like, hey, I need to go to this party. Catch you later, yo. Bye. Hey, give me my bike.
I also like how he didn't explain the situation to her. He was just like, yeah, I'm blowing you off. And not the good kind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then she was just like, she wasn't going, what? You're gonna blow me off? Ooh.
And it seems like Kyosuke is enamored with Kei, because even as his girlfriend is laying down in the bed naked, he's just on the PC just staring at that picture, or like editing, or I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He's just like, yeah, I have ED.
Damn.
I'm just gonna edit this on the PC. When you got ED, edit on the PC, and don't forget to shame.
Too much Pornhub in this world, apparently.
There's no Pornhub. It doesn't exist.
They're degenerates.
There's no
All of them.
smartphones. There's no. I mean, there's probably porn, but this
You have
is
to find
around.
You have to find it in the forest.
Yeah, you gotta find it. You gotta find it in the forest.
Yeah, you gotta find it in the forest. That's where kids used to get that shit.
Is that where Hero's going? Hero's going into the forest, and then all of a sudden he got his bike stolen because he was looking for porn.
That's why he's recording everything, because, gotta have, a record of where it all leads to. He doesn't remember. He's got bad memory. He forgot he's in a relationship already.
Oh my god.
Maybe he's making his own porn.
Ooh, even better with the recording.
I mean... Yeah, his
You know
girlfriend
what?
might be into that.
Yeah, he's gonna be making a porn. I guess that's what's gonna happen here soon.
There you go, guys. We're smart. We make theories.
Is our top 10 shonen theories?
Mm-hmm.
Top 10 shonen theories. Hero creates a porn to bring his girlfriend closer to him.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying. You know what's even a better theory?
Oh god, if it's about Attack on Titan and fucking the cucking.
Listen, EA. I'm just saying the cucking angle is probably one of the best angles in Attack on Titan. It's gonna fix everything.
No. Just no.
That's just your opinion. I have my own. Baka.
They need to change the opening from the rumbling to the cucking.
Oh God, we're still talking about that.
Oh,
I know, right? He's still talking about his best theory he ever did, which it wasn't even a good theory. It was just a fanfic that he made.
Cucking.
Oh
It's
my
coming,
fucking.
cucking.
That fit way too well.
Same syllables.
Cucking, coming, cucking. I can't wait till next year to when we actually get to see the cucking.
It's gonna be great.
I know. It's gonna be fantastic. And everyone will love it.
No one's gonna hate it.
Nope.
All right. Is that it? Anything else?
Yeah, that about covers episode 1.
Yep. I can't wait to dig a little deeper into this series because it may have a slow start, but I think it gets progressively better as it goes on.
All right. Cool. Next episode is Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, Episode 2. What'd you guys think about this episode?
But even then, it honestly just it really starts with Tom Brady because he has been not awful this season, but he has just been very pedestrian. He is.
We're back.
Oh,
You're back.
My internet just went down, but we're still live.
Holy shit! Were we talking that whole time?
Yeah. Well, they couldn't hear anything until just now, but yeah, Comcast. Being Comcast. Thanks, Comcast. It just randomly dipped. No explanation. It's been doing that all day. It does.
Yep,
it's been doing that
it's back now.
a lot lately. So
We back live, everybody.
all right. So I guess continuing where we left off, Mob Psycho 100, Season 3, Episode 2. What'd you guys think?
All right. So like I was saying, it was good. I loved it. The hilarity in this episode was fantastic. I loved how Mob's mind was on other things while he was taking on these supposed really strong, I guess spirits or devils, whatever you want to call them. And we were introduced to this what would you call him? Yokai fighter or warrior or whatever you want to call him. Funny dude.
Yeah. Yeah, this was another. I feel like this shows. Mob Psycho always does this, where it'll have these episodes where it's just setting up for a grander finale. Like season 2 is the biggest example, because so far we haven't had a main antagonist, but we're having things in the background. We keep focusing on the tree, and in this episode we go to the place where it's plagued by the yokai, the spirits, and then they pick up a root, and it seemed inconsequential in the episode itself, but I think that's going to lead to something bigger. And also the fact that Reagan even noticed that Dimple hasn't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And considering what we saw at the end of episode 1, it seems like he's up to something. Hopefully he's not the main antagonist. Hopefully he's just trying to deter some bigger threat or something, but we don't know. But as to the bulk of this episode, it focused on Yokai Hunter guy, which I don't know if the episode was trying to tell us that yokai are a thing, or just that there are some people who are relatively normal and not exactly psychics like Mob, but they can still fight off spirits, because the guy was just using, it seemed like a regular sword, so that
was super expensive.
Yeah, so I think that's what the show was trying to tell us, that there are some people who just have some type of spiritual awareness, kind of like if anybody's watched Bleach, kind of like how Karin, Ichigo's sister, can see spirits, but she's not a soul reaper or anything like that. So people who are like spiritually aware and can ward off or fight yokai or spirits or whatever. It's an interesting concept, and the whole time the guy's he just comes off like this big kid, because he's like, yeah, I'm loaded because my parents like let me do my hobby, and I just have fun and go on these adventures or whatever. He's like he's trying to talk all deep because he wants someone to join in this hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he was fighting not good, but he did do something.
Yeah, he is loaded. He put down a deposit of 1,000,000 yen, right?
Yep.
Like as a retainer. And I like how Regan was just like, didn't want anything to do with him. He was even like mad at him. Like, dude, get to the point. What do you want? And then he finally just busted out the yen. And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is probably like Monopoly money, right? Flips through it and is like, oh, I will take the case.
Yeah, his eyes lit up when he saw it was real.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I would absolutely, oh, yeah, you want us to do this for 1,000,000 yen? All right, guys, I guess we're fighting some 100 demons.
Yeah, and as always, Reagan's his ability to just bullshit his way through things is unparalleled. And I think what it is just his absolute confidence in everything. He's very aware of like his powerlessness in situations, but he just carries himself in a way that you would never realize that he's just a regular guy. Like he's like, yeah, mob. What is the other guy's name? Serizawa.
I think
he's
so.
He's like, go handle that. I'll just throw salt in their face, and everybody's they just go with it.
I can't believe Mob still calls him his master. I almost feel like Mob knows he's bullshitting, but he still respects him just because, like, he's given him so much confidence,
Yeah.
I really do. I think at the end, Mob's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I knew you were lying the whole time." Regan's gonna be like, "What? Huh?" Yep, it's true.
And even so, I think the reason why that relationship works is because Reagan isn't just a scummy guy. He actually does teach Mob stuff outside of, like, obviously he has nothing to teach him as an exorcist, but like he helps him along in the real life world, because when Mob was having issues with the whole costume design thing, even though Reagan didn't help him, he still was concerned and asking him, what did you need? So he actually cares about his day-to-day life, and so that's why it works.
And I like that how Mob essentially figured out what he wanted on his own. He didn't let nobody sway him. He just kind of was like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Essentially, he just took the design for all the yokai that he defeated and turned it into the creatures at the school. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was pretty neat how he was like, yeah, I don't need help anymore, but I figured out what I wanted. And even Regan was like, he didn't need any help? What? So that's more of his growth. That's more of Mob becoming more confident in himself and more his own person.
Also led his team, like the 4 guys, or like 4 including himself, because they just wanted to call it a day. They were like, bed sheets, cut a hole, let's go home. And then Mob convinced them to actually put in some effort, which, I mean, if if kids don't like you and they don't want to do any work, they're not going to do it. So whatever he said to them to get them to convince them, like, yeah, this is showing Mob's growth.
Yeah, so proud of him.
He's a good
He's
boy.
a good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
He is a good boy.
I watched it in dub this week because I know they have the simulcast, and it's not a bad dub. It's pretty much as good as the previous dubs, in my opinion.
I think it's a pretty good dub. I've heard when my son was watching the first 2 seasons. I heard the dub. It was pretty good.
Yeah, the new Mob VA clearly is not the same one. He's clearly doing an imitation of the previous dub VA. I don't know who he is, but he does a good enough job, but very clear. Very clear.
Well,
difference.
I guess I have a secret I have to announce.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
I'm the VA.
It's you, EA? You're the VA of Mabu?
Uh-huh. EA is the VA. You ready? You ready? Tell me if this is impeccable. Ready? It is me, Mob.
Sounds a lot like Rem, EA.
No, no, it's Mabu, and I love you, super.
That is how he sounds in the English dub? I'm Mabu?
Yeah, the ooh is his middle initial, so it's Ma-Bu.
Get him the voice mob.
I want to know if they ever do the dub for the Made in Abyss. Yeah, thank you. I had a brain fart. If they did Made in Abyss, who's going to do the voice of Ma? That's the most important character I want to know who does the voice for.
This is true.
We could do.
We need answers.
Got an idea for the shorts. What we could do? We could take cutouts, like Goofy and Ma and Vivi, and just do impressions, and like have fake interactions between the two.
All right.
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Mob, get your Ma, get your ass over here.
I don't know what you're saying, Gorge.
I'm not gonna kill you.
You also got to add sound effects for Ma's butt cheeks flapping in the wind.
I think we should do this. That'd be fun. You know what?
Yes, it's in the works.
We're gonna write it down. We're gonna workshop it, and then we're going to plagiarize the entire thing.
I cannot wait.
No one ever is gonna know.
Oh, side note, I think I said this before, but I've always liked the custom. Obviously, I've never been to Japan, but just through anime, like these festivals and stuff, like it just looks so fun. Like I really wish our schools did something like that.
Yeah.
Because they let the kids pretty much like plan stuff out.
Yeah. You only get like job fair.
The closest thing I remember anything kind of remotely close to it was, well, I don't know if anyone else had that. Our school in middle school had like a carnival for a day. There was a dunk tank and those little cakewalks, and we had the little ping pong thing. But it was only like a couple hours, and then they told us all to go home after a while. It wasn't like we got to choose what to do, because I feel like these animes are like, whenever they do a festival, it's like a week long or something. It's like, damn, I want to do that.
I think they do it like maybe 2 days, and then I think other people can get on it. Like other people for different schools can also join.
Right. You can come in and do what Love Live does, is do a mega collaboration and stuff. Yeah. It looks like super fun. We're all gonna go to Japan eventually, though, on C's dollar. So we'll enjoy our own festival whenever he pays for it.
We're gonna walk into some random school. Where's the maid cafes?
They're gonna look at us like, oh my god, what are they doing here?
That's not creepy.
No, it's going to be the cross-dressing maid cafes.
Yeah, just like Mob's brother.
See, when you do creepy times creepy, or negative creepy times negative creepy, it balances out. Wait,
Negative and negative is a positive.
yeah. There you go.
Okay then.
Well,
Okay.
I can't wait to go to Japan, see.
I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I want to say about the dub as well. The Haruaki, the yokai hunter, pretty good. He did like a really cool, like he played like the whole character really well. He said all the words with like a sort of like a Japanese sort of accent with it, and it sounded really good. So credit to the dub, pretty good dub. That's my 2 cents. Otherwise, I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool episode. Not my favorite. But it's not bad. I like episode 1 better.
I feel like this is more to set up other stuff, so it's just a slow burn right now.
Yeah, I feel like the next episode's going to be legendary.
Uh-oh, is this a prophecy? Prophecy getting mobbed?
I don't. What? Well, unlike Vivi, we know Mob is eventually going to get better. I mean, I hope anyway. I can't see them doing good for 2 seasons all of a sudden to just do absolutely poorly in season 3. But with Vivi, though it was based off nothing and no adaptation, and we were being told it was going to get good, which I don't know how that person thought that was going to be the case, but whatever. I think it's going to get better. I can't imagine it just getting worse. So next episode's going to be good.
Sad to tell you, EA, but I'm the director. Gorsh.
Oh shit. You directed such great hits such as The Promised Goofy Land.
Damn right I did. And I killed it. Gorsh.
I want to add this. I know we revamped the whole voting things and how we do locks or whatever, but like the system, it had its ups and downs. But I felt like the whole Vivi thing was just so funny because we kept watching it based on some arbitrary like reason that it was just gonna.
Some dude showed up. It was like, no, dude, episode 5.
Literally someone we never like really interacted with just said wait until this episode. And for that reason we kept going despite not liking the show.
It's KOA.
I want to know who that person was because I want to know where they got their information from, because there was no way that they would have known, because we saw that episode and it was awful.
He like never shown back up.
Right.
Like, after that moment, it was just like, I don't know, they were like some time traveler or something.
Right. They were just like, heed my warning, KOA. It gets better. Episode 5.
Return to slab.
Oh my god. Classic.
Swing away, KOA. Swing away.
It was good times. It never got any better, but surprisingly, we had a lot of people wanting to vote back Vivi after we killed it.
We still get it. Hollow all the time. Hashtag bring back Vivi.
Right, the hashtag bring back Vivi was one of the hugest Twitter things to spread the nation. It was like, whoa, why is this happening?
You know, we should do hashtags for this podcast. That'd be pretty cool.
Hashtag promise Goofy Land.
It was promised.
Hashtag it's because of you.
It's because of you. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or would it? Any final thoughts on Mob Psycho Season 3, Episode 2?
Well, yeah. I wonder how everything is going to go with Reagan, because
Please don't die.
Mob seem like he's becoming more independent. He's already told Reagan that he's going to go on his own and stop working part-time eventually. So he's already going to lose like a big part of his business. And then you have Serizawa, who he's like the new Mob. He's very, even though he's a grown man, he's very he's naive, and Reagan is able to fool him. But I can't imagine that he's going to be kept in the dark all this time. So if he figures Reagan out too, where is he going to go from here?
Here's my prediction when it comes to Reagan and his character. I think personally, just like how Mob is going to grow and separate himself from Reagan and do his own thing, I think Reagan's going to stop doing the whole spirits and such, and he's going to do his own thing. And whether that be spirits or, I don't know, something to do with making money, he'll do something. He'll get back on his feet, but he'll need to just find his purpose, and whatever that is, I think he'll find it this season.
Okay.
That's a guess anyway. or he dies and then I cry because he's dead.
Oh no, you can't kill Reagan.
I hope not.
Mob, you don't understand. I gotta make this sacrifice, Mob. I gotta do it for the greater good, Mob. Don't do
That
it.
Reagan?
Is that how he sounds?
Don't do it. Don't kill yourself. But I gotta, Mob. I gotta save everyone. I gotta save you.
Reagan.
Okay.
You were the chosen one, Reagan. You were meant to bring balance to the Force, not destroy it.
No.
I hate you.
Oh, I like that Serizawa has business cards like be his weapon. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
That's pretty cool though, especially when the yokai hunter had this really expensive sword and it broke after one swing, and then Serizawa has his business cards, basically the equivalent of his sword, but it's just pieces of paper when you think about it, and just cuts the same demon in half. And I just thought that was so funny.
Animation was pretty good too.
The animation's always great, Bob. What's the studio, Bones?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, they always do a good job.
I will say this about Serizawa. He reminds me of Ichiban from Yakuza Like a Dragon. So, I like him.
Beautiful.
He's cool.
Anyways, are we ready to move on?
Yup.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Alrighty, let's talk about Spy Family, episode 15.
Oh my gosh. They could have picked a more perfect name for the dog.
I like the
His
reasoning
name-
behind it too.
His name is Bond, based off of one of the greatest spy characters of all time,
Yeah.
James Bond.
It's
I would have accepted Borf as his name, but Bond is just as good.
What about James Borf?
Okay, from now on, the dog's name is James Borf. I don't give a fuck if his name's Bond.
Borf. James Borf.
James Borf.
He has a bow
that's
tie too.
Oh my gosh, just like Bond. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Danotas Media says hello. How you doing?
Yo, what's good, BB?
See, you're writing in these notes. Police ossifers?
That's what
Police
Anya says. So like half of this episode is Anya saying stupid shit, but it's funny shit. So I write it down. So like I got here, it's like you're saying Anya-san, Anya-san, just running around, and then there's Borf, and then there's Anya going police ossifers, And thank you very much, important lady. And welcome to Anya's house.
Yeah, Anya is adorable.
Ruby ruined me because now I can't hear Yor as anything except Ruby. Like anytime she says anything, I just hear Ruby now.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it is the same voice actress, but I could separate. Just wait until she starts murdering and being seductive. You'll forget all about it.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just that's what I hear now. So not like now every time she does anything, I imagine Ruby doing it.
Ruby yelling
no.
Anya-san.
I mean, they're both kind of like cutesy characters who are like could destroy you. So
Yeah, that's true.
same thing applies.
It's very true. I mean, Yor kicks a car in this episode.
She kicked a car and didn't break her leg, and then I love how she just was like, "Yep, I'm the same housewife from the before. You go ahead and get this terrorist. Gotta go. Bye."
Good wife.
It's so great too because she didn't have to do that. It's just that she's like, "Oh yeah, you're the one that tried to kidnap my daughter. I'm gonna beat your ass." It wasn't even because he had her in the car or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, let me just beat his ass real quick.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Something else.
Knocked his ass out.
Did Twilight not question how that happened?
I don't. Probably more plot device because he never questions anything about Yor.
He never does.
Because, like, he should give an account. That guy is still alive. He should give an account that some lady just jumped up. Actually, he's seen Yor before. So he's going to be like, yeah, that woman kind of, like, jumped out of nowhere and kicked my car.
She kicked one dude, pinballed him, and then kicked my car into a light pole. And then he's just going to be like, "Oh, Yor, you little stinker." Tee hee.
Rapid Storm says, and then calls the police and says, "I'm the housewife. Come fetch the terrorist."
There's so many things that should incriminate Yor in all of this because, like, there are two people who are just decimated in all of this.
Anya-san. But she says Anya-san.
It's true.
So all is forgiven.
Pretty
Also, speaking of Yor, we get a moment in this episode where she goes batshit crazy for just a second. So,
What
for
happened?
no
you
reason,
go.
too.
What was that part? It wasn't the car part.
No, it's when she looks at Bond and she says something like, the dog has like no. What did she say?
The dog isn't potty trained. Mother.
It was like the dog has no measurement of how something about murder. I don't know. And she said, she said, "Do you want to be crushed to death or do you want to bleed to death?"
Oh, and the poor dog was like, "Barf."
Barf. Yor. I'm the murderer, not you.
Goofy versus Yor. Winner take all.
Probably Yor.
I
Shit,
don't know. Goofy. People forget Goofy has fallen from hundreds of thousands of feet and lived to tell about it.
That's true.
He suffers so much punishment. Yor would be torturing him, and Goofy would be like, "Give me more. Give me more, Yor."
Oh my god. They need to add Yor to metaverse. So then we'll figure it out. Multiverse, sorry.
I want to say, what's metaverse?
That is
Give me a Smasher
Facebook.
Bros.
Yeah, Goofy in the multiverse would be OP as hell.
I think this episode was a great example of like what the show represents. These three characters, Yor, Anya, and Twilight, all having different lives that they lead. Yor with the assassin stuff, Anya with the telepath stuff, and Twilight with the spy stuff, of course. Because they all had their involvement in taking down the terrorist and keeping the peace, and they all aren't aware of the part that they played. Well, Twilight is a little aware of what Anya did, but not the whole scope, of course.
He's clueless about his wife.
Yeah.
He really is, but also at the same time,
He's clueless about
Yor doesn't question him either. Like, if we are to believe Lloyd, or if Yor was to believe Lloyd, he was on the shitter all day, and you know,
that was so funny because she's just like, is it the breakfast?
Like I said,
He
I
really-
said last week, Yor is subtly batshit and slightly stupid.
right? She didn't at all like question the damn. He was on the shitter all day. Like, he got food poisoning, was in the hospital, had an IV stuck in him. Just all that.
He's literally, at the end of this episode, he looks like he's about to teeter over and pass from this world. And then Yor and Ani are like, oh, such a great day. I'm whiffed.
And yeah, and freaking Lloyd's just like, kill me now.
Oh, man. Poor Lloyd.
I know.
Danataz says, you know something I really want to see in a future episode? Is an episode that revolves around one of Yor's missions as an assassin instead of Lloyd's spy missions. I think it would be cool to just see what Yor does in her day and how ridiculous that probably looks like.
Well, I will tell you, Yor does get, there is Yor focused episodes. I don't know if this anime is going to cover it, but there's definitely episodes or chapters focused on Yor and what she does. So hold out hope.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but I mean, everything everything is still interesting. It doesn't matter if they focus on Twilight, Yor, or Anya. It's all fun because we got Anya back into school life, and Anya is a treasure and kind of a bad friend because she goes to brag about her dog because she also wants to like fish for names, and she also wants to see if that's a good conversation starter to enact her plan of getting Damien to let her over to his house. So after she talks to Becky for a little bit, she runs out and then talks to Damien. She's like, guess what, Damien? And they're all like shaking because she looks so determined. She's like, yeah, I got a dog. And then they just pause, look off into space, and they're like, and he's like, okay, so am I supposed to give a fuck?
And then she made that face of just sheer shock and defeat.
I just like how crushed he was by that.
I know. She was like, the world is doomed. Just because he doesn't care about a dog. But it's like, it's such a little kid thing, though, just to be like, I have a dog. Yeah? What's the dog's name? Dog's name is Dog.
Mr. Dog.
And then he just was like, yeah, you don't deserve the right to own a pet. I'm out of here.
I mean, at least Damien had a good side because after he seen she was crushed by his lack of care for the topic, he humored her and started asking her questions with, Damien, not all bad, but his friends are terrible.
I think when Anya freaking punched the shit out of him, it kind of made him humble.
Yeah, that'll do that'll do it.
Like, cause before he was like, I'm gonna pick on you and you're gonna take it and I'm my father, and then punch. Yep. I want to hear what this lady has to say now.
I skipped over that too. Anya being protective of Bond or his place in the family, because I also like this part when Anya's like, "No, I want to keep Bond," and then Twilight's like, "No, you can't," and then she's like, "No," she keeps insisting, and then he's like, "I thought you wanted a small dog," and then Anya's like, well, I want Bond now."
It's such a kid thing. And also, she said, "I'll stop going to school if you don't give me this dog."
Totally
My father,
manipulates.
my fatherly instincts kicked in when I heard that. I was like, "Oh no, you ain't about to sway this decision." I would have been putting my foot down, going, "You're gonna get this Chihuahua, and you're gonna love it." But
I love Taco Bell, daughter. You need to understand that this is my dog, and these are my rules.
yeah,
I mean that's just another instance of Anya being very intelligent to be able to negotiate and leverage. Obviously, because she's a telepath, she can read into people's mind. But just because you can read someone's mind doesn't mean you can necessarily know how to apply that in this type of situation. Like, she knew that Twilight wants her to attend school because that's a part of the big mission. So she leveraged that and was able to keep Bond, obviously with the help of
with Handler.
oh yeah, I was wondering if they did say their name yet. I don't think they said her name yet, so
I'm curious what her name is. But yeah, it's still Handler, Miss Important Lady.
Well, if it's
apparently
Handler,
she's a former MILF.
That's
Oh
yes,
right, she
that's
had
very
she
true.
had a daughter.
It's very sad,
Is what we know. That is sad.
but indeed a MILF.
Mhm.
Once a MILF, for the most part, always a MILF. Since she's
So
a handler, though, which number is applied? Because if it's handler 1, she's Vladilina.
yeah, she's handled
You-
a 0.
You would know that reference.
Handler 1.
Freaking A. But okay, well now I know her name. Thanks, Sebastian. I wanted to be surprised.
God damn it.
All right, well,
It's just so look. I was spending the whole time like trying to avoid saying her name, but it's so it's like, well, there you go.
Yeah, we don't like spoilers here at the KOA, so we're gonna time you out.
It's not that important, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's a spoiler, so I think a timeout is fair, at least.
Thank you very much, important lady.
yeah, I'm gonna forget her name in like 2 seconds anyway.
She's just important lady.
She's an important handler that used to be a mom.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Lloyd's, going back to the very beginning of this episode. Lloyd's a badass when he basically like saved himself from getting blown up by the dog, threw the bomb into the river, and then just had that eerie shadow with the glowing eyes, just with the terrorists looking, going, "Who the hell is this guy?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's Lloyd." But as you know, he's getting too old for this shit, like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And he was wearing Kevlar under the wrist, because I thought his arm was getting bit, but nope. Smart man.
Always prepared.
Yep, one step ahead.
Is
Alright,
there anything
then.
else in the episode?
Yeah, any final thoughts?
Oh no. Okay, so they showed a little bit of the trauma that Big Borf went through.
Oh,
And I think that makes his connection with Anya a lot more special. It's not just that they have powers. I mean, that's a part of it. But the basis of that is that they've both been experimented on. Like, they don't really go into it with Anya, and they still haven't in a manga, but I mean, that's the thing. That's why she's an Esper, and that's why Bond can see into the future. So they can kind of share in in similar paths that way. So it makes that connection special.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Welp. Time to get into the final show of the night.
Oh shit. Is it the show that I think it is?
Chainsaw Man, episode
The one everyone's been hyping up?
Yes. Chainsaw Man, episode 1. Well,
Yeah.
what did you think about it, EA?
Well, this is... I waited this whole time. I'm going to click off this because I don't see any more spoilers. I have been waiting this whole time just to see what this whole episode was going to be. Like, I didn't watch a single trailer. I didn't read any manga spoilers. I didn't click on any videos. Didn't do nothing because I wanted to go into it absolutely blind just to see what was going on. And it was definitely not what I expected it to be. So in this world, there's demons and people go around hunting them. I'm like, okay, that's different. Well, not different. It's pretty much any other anime, but I wasn't expecting that, I guess, per se. And he befriends a chainsaw doggy named Poochie or whatever. Poochie Pooch. And Puchita. That's it. First of all, the intro and the opening is so fucking cool. Just for the movie references alone. It's got in there, the guy's a fan of Quentin Tarantino. It's got Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Reservoir Dogs. They're also a fan of the Coen brothers because there's No Country for Old Men and The Big Lebowski as a reference in the opening. So that alone was a 10 out of 10. Like the references, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was in it too, which is perfect and very fitting for the show. The show overall, very first episode, first impressions, definitely a lot of stuff happened. This new character, Denji. Is it Denji?
Yeah.
Yeah, Denji. He's got a tragic backstory. Seems like his dad's dead. Like I said, befriends the Poochie. And I guess he's in debt, so he was selling parts of his body to make up for the fact that it wasn't him, but it was his dad's debt, which is, man, that sucks. So he has to pay back for what his old man did. And he died at some point. Then he came back to life because the dog went inside him, which sounds weird saying it out loud. And he thus becomes Chainsaw Man, which I think is kind of cool because he's got like that little ripcord because it was the little dog's tail. I'm assuming he uses that to become Chainsaw Man. He just like pulls the cord and just becomes this killing machine. Kind of awesome, not gonna lie. Kills a bunch of these zombie creatures and then it pretty much ends with the girl that everyone's going crazy over, Makima. And I don't know anything about it. Obviously, I'm probably going to find out more. And all she talks about is breakfast. So far, that's all I know is that she's got the breakfast going for her. There's another girl that's yet to be announced named Power. I don't know much about any of these, but I sure am looking forward to see what happens in the next episode because everything is just so confusing right now. I can't wait to see what happens here going forward because, I'm just curious what kind of world this is because for someone that owed money, he was living in a shack. And didn't they say he was paying rent? It's like, what kind of rent is that? Where you're just living in someone's backyard?
Well, obviously they were taking advantage of him
Oh,
because,
quite obviously.
like, he killed a devil, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is worth 400,000 yen, but we're gonna take fees for this. This is." It's like when, like, Uber Eats or something. It's like
GameStop.
It's like delivery, taxes, preparation fees, other fees, miscellaneous fees. It's like, what?
Right.
What is this?
I know.
But yeah, they were. It was plain extortion. You can't. I mean, even if that's his kid, he isn't supposed to just bear the weight of the debt. And the debt, I want to know, like, what did he do to even amass that amount of debt?
Same.
That
I'm
is
really
insane.
curious. To lose an eye and a testicle? Like he lost part of his balls?
Yep, he has one ball,
One ball, one eye,
half
and he's a half sack guy. I don't know. There might be some other body part gone missing at some point, but yeah, he even ate a cigarette for $1. It's like
sack, which
Jesus
is pretty
Christ.
sad.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
he
really
didn't-
sad.
He didn't eat it, but he still
No.
put it in his mouth.
Right, exactly. It just shows you kind of like he'd do anything for money type guy. But the man's got goals. His goal is he wants to have sex with a girl.
Very
So-
big aspirations.
He's shooting for the stars.
Can't really, you know.
Some would say unattainable.
There are just things in life most people never achieve. And of course, I mean, only a few people have ever done the sex, so makes a lot of
Just
sense why
selected-
Disney would shoot for that.
The elite in society.
I mean, everybody
As they say.
becomes like a millionaire by some point, right? But sex, dude, that's just like impossible.
You know, Mission Impossible. We needed a reference on that.
Yeah. Recently, did a video on Reverse Mountain, One Piece, Mission Impossible references in that arc. Pretty good. Miss Wednesday, Mr. 9. Number 9.
The Crepus
Number
one is
9.
hilarious.
What'd he say?
This is the lesson on why you don't let your parents play gotcha games.
I was gonna make that joke. This is gonna be. I think this anime is gonna be a huge lesson in many things because we'll save it for next episode. But as for my opinions, I thought this episode was really well done in terms of a first episode. It's you can't really get much better than that. They expanded some upon the manga, which is really nice to see. I've only read like the first 10 or so chapters of this manga, so not some expert by any means, but it was really nice to see them sort of expand that a little bit, flesh it out some. Lots of flesh, by the way. in this episode.
Lots
There's
of blood.
The zombie
Yeah.
devil. That
I
was
love how they
crazy.
didn't turn away from the blood. I was happy about that.
Yep. You kind of see in the trailer. So I saw some of the trailer because read some of the manga. His transformation is gonna be crazy. I'll just say that when you see him transform, it's gonna be insane. But
Oh, you mean it's not a pile of zombies every time?
yeah, no, you see what happens, and it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, cool! I can't wait.
It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I mean, pretty sad. Just his whole story. His dad ran up some debt, I guess, and then died or killed himself, and his son was left to pick up the tab, pretty much, by these terrible people. I assume they're part of the Yakuza or something like that. And well, he meets Pochita, and Pochita's like, he's hurt. I guess he got shot or something like that. And so they make a contract together. And if if it's like any other anime out there, contracts probably mean a hell of a lot. I mean, later in the episode, the zombie devil was like, we made a contract with the debt collectors because he wanted power, and look at those suckers. They fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. So
I mean, what a time to kind of be tricked. They were extorting this kid for years, then all of a sudden, zombies.
yeah, they were like, hey, Denji made a deal with a contract with Pochita. He's a cute little doggy dog, chainsaw dog, I guess. So we can do the same thing. Well, they're idiots. So
Psych.
yeah,
They got what they deserved, in my opinion.
exactly. They got what was coming to them. They got fooled and they got tricked. So, which I think it's really funny. I don't know what this means thematically or anything like that, but or even if it means anything in the story, but I find it very funny that Denji ended up killing all of his debtors, pretty much. So he literally cannot owe any more debt because they don't exist.
That's what he said too. He said, "Guess this means I'm debt free."
yeah. Also, the whole thing where he gets betrayed, they cut him into pieces along with Pochita, and he has that flashback with Pochita where he's like, I want you to live. So if you're like one of those devils that can like take over bodies, you can take over mine if I die. And I thought that was like, he has such a strong connection with this devil, whereas literally not only devils, but every single person so far in this anime, outside of Pochita, Denji, and Makima so far, seems to take advantage of Denji. So it's rather unfortunate, but Pochita's the only one to not. Pochita just, wanted to like hear Denji's dreams of like holding a girl's hand and going out on a date and doing the sex.
He wanted a slice of bread.
Yeah. He's a good boy. Speaking of good boys, Rising says, hi, cool KOA people. What's up, Rising?
Hi, Rising.
What's good, Rising?
Go check out our Cyberpunk Edge Runners podcast. Rising was on it.
Well, so, yeah, like this episode just illustrated, like, his aspiration is very simple. Like, we joked about how unattainable it is, how impossible it is, but it's not crazy, is it? It's not like one of those goals that you typically see from shonen MCs where it's like, I want to be Pirate King, I want to be Hokage. It's nothing grandiose like that. It's very I mean, maybe a lot of people relate to Digi in that way. So but it's all rooted in the fact that he's never had anything. I mean, since he was a kid, he had to work off this debt, and because of that, he's never had to have like basic things. He was in the episode, he was dreaming about having jelly on toast. Like, that's how bad things are for him.
That's
like
insane.
Just simple basic things that you wake up and you just kind of maybe take for granted. And even in the episode, he's thinking, maybe I got too greedy in that I was happy with Pochita, but I still wanted more. But obviously, I don't think he was too greedy, because like some of the stuff that he wanted was just basic survival things. Because eating, I think he said he made, I don't know how much money he made, but he had to stretch that money out for a whole entire month, which good luck.
Yeah. In that sense, sorry, yeah.
I was just gonna say, this is the modern day life story of inflation that's going on right now. Devilman takes place in 2022.
I think there's a lot of allusions to real life. I think you're onto something there, though. Like, joking aside, like
the inflation devil.
Like the whole thing where like Denji, all he wants to do is be with a girl. I think that just means he wants to feel needed and loved, and I think that's something we see a lot in today's world. A lot of young people, growing up in the information age, so to speak, of the internet. So I think in that sense, Dingy is a very relatable and sympathetic character. I think also a lot of people kind of relate as well to Dingy in the sense that he cares more about his pet than he does about any person, and all the people, that are around him treat him like crap. They take advantage of him. So,
yeah.
There's a lot of just like really neat little things here that makes Dingy such as in terms of just the way he acts and who he is and what his experiences are, very grounded, very realistic. Rising brings up a good point. There is so much here about dreams and contentment. I think that's true. It's just really interesting the way they implement all these things.
Yeah, it's very interesting so far. Makima didn't really give Denji much of a choice. Either live or die is essentially what she said. It's like, hey, work for me, you get to live. Or we could just kill you now because, that's a choice.
Do you think
yeah.
Do you think Makima is taking advantage of Dingy in the same way that the debt collectors or all the other people in his life were?
Oh God, I don't even know. At this point, I guess I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't know what she could possibly do to take. Well, I guess she could see that he's half human, half devil, and then use it to her advantage. So yeah, I could see that.
Apparently, she could tell just by looking at people.
Yeah, have you seen her eyes? They're like freaking.
She has the spiral eyes.
Right, she's got like the copper spiral.
Uzumaki. That's an anime we're watching, by the way.
Right, freaking eyes that just peer into your soul.
Squiggly squigs. Swirls are always bad sign.
If you got the swirls, that means you gotta run.
Yep. Otherwise, a hole's gonna be drilled in your head.
Right, the life lesson of running the fuck away.
You can never escape the swirls. Must become a swirl.
Especially at McDonald's, you can't escape the swirls. Unless the machine's broken, then you can't get nothing.
It's always broken.
It's always broken. It's never... Even when you say... You go through the drive-thru, you say, hey, is your thing working? Yeah. Actually, you know what? It just broke.
Oh, yeah. Decrepit says she could tell by the smell. Yeah, that's true.
She could just smell people?
She could sniff it. Yeah, she's a bloodhound.
Oh, okay. Well, she not only can she peer into your soul, she could smell people.
She's Mr. Dog.
Is that why people bark for her? Because she can smell people?
Gosh, Dingy. What you gonna do, huh? Gonna die, devil? Be free?
Well, do you think he's gonna be free, though? I mean, it sounds like she's taking him captive.
I mean, he'll at least have breakfast for the first time.
Right, he'll have actual eggs and bacon and French toast. French toast. I'm gonna make some French toast after this.
If Makima served you French toast, would you join her?
I mean, I don't know much about this girl, but she doesn't look very trustworthy. The eyes alone scare me. She just kind of...
The swirls.
Yeah, don't trust the swirl. We literally just established this. Not that long ago,
these could be good swirls.
Name the good swirls.
Makima.
No. No. That is not... I don't trust her. She's red and has the devil eyes, and she's got... Oh, wait, no. The other one has sharp teeth. Or does she have sharp teeth?
That's Dingy.
Yeah, Dingy.
Dingy has sharp teeth? Okay.
Dingy.
Doesn't one of the girls have sharp teeth?
Yeah, power.
Power.
Yeah. She's probably a devil then too. But
Maybe she's
yeah,
an employee at McDonald's.
Power's an employee. This is why the machines always break.
Ice cream devil.
You know, I want to see that. I can't wait till we get to Power, because then we can discuss her. What she would be like in weird situations.
I mean, they have like a devil for everything. I'm just kind of surprised that somebody with the name like Zombie Devil is kind of, such a henchman type of first level villain.
Right. You would think that would be like a top tier villain.
It's like that meme. Level 1 thug.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 99 level.
Oculus level 99. Mafia boss or whatever.
You can she's the MILF devil.
She's a mom?
Maybe.
So you just said it. Well, I guess Denji's gonna lose his virginity.
Wait, what?
Who is he gonna sex it up with?
Probably some like zombie hooker or something.
Wait, what? Just to let the court know.
Give it away to anybody.
Just to let the court know, Denji is in fact underage. He is 16 years old.
No, don't tell the ladies that.
Of course he's underage. Why is everyone always underage?
He's a good boy.
Don't take that out of context. But well then how old's Makiba?
I can't tell you that. She's an adult though.
Oh, okay. Good. But people can rejoice. Power?
Oh, well, most of the women in here are adults.
Okay. That's good to know.
Hey, most of the characters are adults, I would say.
But Denji's the only one that's a kid. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, I guess becoming Chainsaw Man. Well, he could find someone who's of age.
Yeah.
The quest to get Denji laid has begun.
So you think it's going to turn into a harem or something?
No, not necessarily a harem, because he just wants to have sex.
He's the harem devil.
What does that entail? Like he just sends a whole bunch of women at you?
Yeah, it seems.
And they all just go, yeah.
That seems to kind of get annoying after a while. To be
Yeah.
honest. Gosh, Denji.
Why are they goofy?
The goofy devil?
Oh god.
Oh, the goofy devil, gosh. Murder.
Attack my pretties.
What about Count Chocula? Is he a devil?
A delicious kind.
One
Is he?
devil.
I mean, do you like Count Chocula?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Satsuki?
I don't think I ever had it.
Oh, it's so good. You could probably get it right now. It's seasonal. It pops up every once in a while.
Yeah. Bro,
You could probably. I'd say Walmart. Walmart has some. They always have those off-brand ones. Get the Count Chocula.
Yeah, if you want to be super red pilled, what you do is you take a Slim Fast and you pour that bitch in there.
So don't do what C just said. Just get regular Count Chocula and pour milk, and then enjoy it for what it is.
Extremely red pilled. Vodka.
Yeah, Satsuki, C Tactics is going to lead you to an early grave with that kind of thought.
I would never listen to C Tactics on how to eat cereal.
Slim Fast and vodka? What the hell, man?
That's the way to get you get your protein, and you also get your manliness from the vodka, and then you get Count Chocula.
That sounds so awful and disgusting.
Awful, but
Awful.
It's gonna make you a man, EA.
I'd rather stay a boy if that was the case.
10-year plan, EA. 10-year plan.
Yeah, tell me how it goes with your Count Chocula and vodka diet.
Rising says, "I'm giving you all a look right now."
I mean, if anyone you should give a look, give to C. He's the one that wants vodka with Chocula.
It's because of you.
It's because of you. He has a weird diet.
Well, back to Chainsaw Man. Pochita. That's all. That's my thoughts. Pochita.
Yeah, Pochita. Could Pochita talk the whole time? It seemed like that he wasn't, or she, or whatever it is, couldn't talk, and then just out of nowhere, "I love you, Denji," and then just goes inside him.
I feel like Pochita couldn't talk. It was just one of those spiritual things because, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know.
It's like when Pikachu actually spoke to Ash. Have you actually saw that? That's a real thing.
I have not seen that.
I don't remember
No.
what happens, but that shit was crazy.
First of all, if you watch it on YouTube, watch the one that's actually in theater and listen to the reaction to the crowd. Because Ash is like, "Why didn't you do it, Pikachu? Why didn't you go back into your Pokeball?" And then, out of nowhere, Pikachu just starts talking. "It's because I always want to be with you." And people are like, "What the fuck?" You know, because
Wouldn't that be
Pikachu
great?
don't talk.
Wouldn't that be great if he says he starts, you know, "Why didn't you go back into your ball, Pikachu?" Gosh.
How'd I fucking know?
I don't want to gosh. I want to stay
Now-
out here. Gosh.
Now, if Goofy was the voice of Pikachu, I'm sure
Do you think
heads would be rolling.
that the reason he didn't go in though was because Sean's already in there?
What? Who? How is Sean in a Pokeball?
He's in Berserk.
That
He could be
doesn't
anywhere.
explain anything.
But
He can be anywhere. Where are you, Sean? Sean! Instead of Anya-san, it's Sean-san! Sean-san!
It's like Heavy Rain. Sean.
Instead of Jason.
Yeah. Jason.
Jason!
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 I just love the differential between like the really quick Jason and Jason.
Anya son.
So I watched the Pikachu thing. It was like somebody recorded it in the theaters, and then when Pikachu talks, someone just says, "The fuck."
That's the one I think. Isn't that so funny? It's just like out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That is earth shattering. That's literally one of those things that you never see. Like, it's almost like Maki and Jujutsu Kaisen blushing. That you never see that.
Yeah. That's crazy that I had that reaction when she blushed.
It reminds me when Shaq told the story about how Stevie Wonder knew it was him when they walked past each other. That story is always so funny to me. He said Stevie Wonder walked in the lobby and Shaq was in there, and Stevie Wonder, without Shaq saying anything, Stevie Wonder said, "What's up, big man?" And then Shaq just looked at him like, "What?"
Stevie Wonder kind of great though. We didn't get Stevie Wonder on the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't think he knows of our existence.
I think he does.
he's got to know by now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, word does get around.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got to have him on the podcast. He's gonna write a song about Pochita, and we're gonna get 1 billion views.
Or billion.
I mean, could you imagine Stevie Wonder making an actual song for us, and it's the intro to KOA? Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be legendary.
It would be.
I am a musician. I could just change my name to Stevie Wonder.
It's not the same.
No, it's not.
I bought a drum machine the other day.
You're gonna have a full orchestra soon. You got a drum machine, you got a piano, and a guitar.
And a bass. And a mandolin.
Put them all together. What do you have? C Tactics, the one-man band.
Sean.
Words did not come out my mouth as Sean, but okay.
Yeah, Sean. I agree. Sean. Or Vivi.
No. Why would you call your band Sean?
You think that Pokeball was anatomically correct?
I hope so.
Do you
I'm moving on.
Do you think the
Yes.
zombie devil was anatomically
Oh,
correct?
yeah. The zombie devil had a dick. Yep.
What about Makima?
Makima doesn't have a dick.
Are you sure?
If she turns out to be a dude, then I'm gonna be like, that was a curveball.
For some people, that makes it even better.
Yeah, true. Yep, everybody loves what they love.
Femboys aren't the worst.
Yeah, some people like their cat boys, and some people like their femboys.
Well, I'm a
Some
little
people
bit
really like-
country.
I'm a little bit femboys.
Oh God. Decrepit Storm says, "All right, which one of you fried C's Brandonite?" I don't know what you're talking about. Poachita's great.
It was already there.
This is normalcy.
Right.
Like we told you guys. C-Tactus doesn't actually show up to these podcasts. Like all of this is pre-recorded.
Yeah. He just pushes some buttons together and you just hear, "She makes me long and hard." And you just
That's
hear
what
stuff
you
like
did.
that.
You edited that video.
I mean, she made you long and hard, see, I get it. But you ain't gotta tell everybody that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't happen. Doesn't exist. All fake.
That's your stand. She makes me long and hard though.
I'm gonna cry.
we didn't focus on this, but so like after the transformation, after murdering all the zombies, Denji looks, his eye is healed.
That mean his testicles back?
Got his ball back. Got his
Yeah, probably.
Pokeball.
He got his Pokeball back?
You know what his ball said? He said, "Wake the fuck up, samurai." Cyberpunk reference.
But yeah, it looks like, I guess when he had Poochie fuse with him, he healed and his eye came back. So you're telling me this whole time, all he had to, like before he got chopped up into a million pieces, all he had to do was go, "Poochie, give me another eye so I can keep selling this eye, and then I could eventually pay back the debt."
Well, if he's also has devil powers, then all it would take for him to heal is blood, which, I mean, he was covered in it.
Yeah, true. True. Well, yeah, I guess he's gonna be healing through blood now, and I have a feeling the show's gonna have a lot of blood. Can't wait.
What gave you that impression?
Yeah, just the first episode.
Can't wait for one of those inevitable scenes where Denji's like, "I need to heal," and when one of the girls is like, "You can bite me," and then it's really weird for a minute.
Yeah.
That's a fan fiction of yours.
Not mine. I'm not the one with the blood kink.
Are you insinuating that someone is?
Holographic.
Oh God, I didn't want to know that.
Well, certainly know a little bit more about him tonight.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Can't wait for this to go viral so that Hollow can see it.
So he does. He does have a fetish for Hu Tao. So
I don't know who that is. Is that a
That's
Genshin
like a
character?
Genshin
It is,
character, yeah.
Stop playing Genshin, guys.
I agree.
We just told you the horrors of gotcha games. So stop
It's
rolling for
time to
Mona.
Stop.
Stop rolling for Mona. Stop rolling for Lisa. You're never going to get them.
Well, you get Lisa for free. Oh. I have Lisa.
Wait,
and
Lisa's
Mona.
for free?
Yeah. Play game
Damn.
with it. You get her.
Get
Let me play-
connected.
Let me play Genshin.
I did get Mona though, so I do have Mona and Lisa.
Well, you guys, you're not C. You're never going to get Mona. Or whatever character you like. It's not happening. Give up.
I agree, because that's what gotcha games do. They're made to manipulate you. But you do get Lisa for free, so.
Why is she free? She shouldn't be free.
But then she climbs up a wall and she just and it just stop.
Reasons why Lisa shouldn't be free. I'm boycotting.
I'm not sure. What?
I'm boycotting
Is that
Genshin
good?
Impact by
Is
not
that-
playing it.
Is that good or bad?
Wait.
The climbing
Yeah.
up the wall thing.
Oh. Bad?
It's pretty bad. I will admit. I always
There you
switch
go.
characters when.
I mean,
Whenever I play that
you
game.
you exert a lot of energy climbing.
Not that kind of energy.
Sexual energy.
How would you know? Some people just, whenever they climb or do anything, they gotta go.
Only her. Only Lisa. And Lisa's voice actress. Who's also incredibly down bad. So. Gosh.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you
Nah.
now, gosh.
Freaking Goofy just climbing. How many times do we reference Goofy tonight?
I don't know. They should probably think about adding Sean, though. That'd be cool.
Oh, that too. How many times did we mention Sean?
Not enough. We gotta bring up Vivi, though. A little bit.
Here's to Vivi.
Here's the
So,
Vivi.
the ultimate question, guys. So, Fire Emblem Son or Genshin Impact Daughter? Which one? If you had to choose.
Wait, Fire Impact Son or Genshin Impact Daughter?
Fire Emblem.
Picking Fire Emblem.
I mean, I guess it's not a gacha game, so fire. I'm firing that emblem.
Fire
Boy,
Emblem's great. Really good. Chainsaw Man, what do you guys think about it?
it was. Oh, we're doing this again? Oh shit! I thought it was. I was
Are we
in
in
a time loop.
Haruhi?
We were in a time loop for a second.
The Endless Eight.
Oh,
Or in our
fuck
case,
the Endless Eight.
The Endless 172. This is
The
the
Endless
172nd.
Worst
podcast.
anime ever.
I
Can't
like
believe
that.
someone signed off on that and said, "It's a great idea.
Gore.
Let's make it 8 episodes exactly the same. Do it 8 times. No one's gonna get pissed or think that it's stupid."
But EA, you don't notice the subtle differences in the episodes.
What subtle differences? Oh, it's a different camera angle. Oh, I kid you. It took me the third time when I was watching it to be like, am I watching? Is this fucking with me? Am I watching the same thing? What is going on? And sure enough, I looked into. I just went online, Googled it. They're like, yeah, don't waste your time. It's the same. I'm like, oh, well,
Oh,
except
you
the
don't-
last.
You don't
The
realize
last episode.
EA. On the third episode, if you pay attention, Haruhi's ribbon is slightly to the left.
Oh,
Usually she has it dead center.
oh fuck! Oh shit! I forgot about that.
See?
Sweet Jesus!
There you go.
And do you know what the resolution was? They all had to do their fucking homework at the end. That was it. It was like, I know what we could do. What? Let's do our homework. I wanted to curb stomp everyone in that show.
Maybe we have to choose Haruhi for Nakama Club.
Don't you do it.
I mean, I think Danotaz brings up Dorohedoro. I think I'd rather watch that.
Oh, I would rather. Yeah, I would at least watch Dorohedoro again, except maybe skip Shark Boy.
I have not finished it. So, perfect.
I finished it.
I did not, sadly. Sorry, Satsi. I didn't mean to. It's fine, right? We're cool, right?
No,
Oh, he needs to die.
I agree.
Oh my god. Well, I guess we've reached the end of the show. Any final words, thoughts?
Chainsaw Man's great. Haruhi is an abomination.
Yeah. Uninstall the gotcha games. Now.
Already ahead of you. I played Tower of Fantasy and I was like, this is shit.
Uninstall the rhythm games too. Fuck it. Everything.
Rhythm games?
Even Guitar
Everything.
Yeah.
All games.
Oh,
What about
shit.
the ever so successful DJ Hero?
No. For now on, everybody be a man. Like start like participating in like gladiator battles.
Damn.
That's what I
Dude,
advocate
well-
for.
Satsuki, did you eat some of that Count Chocula with vodka and Slim Fast?
Okay.
Shit.
Well, you figured me out.
I
Had some
already
nails
have
in
my
there?
battle axe.
Oh, EA's already there too. We're all red pilled here on the KOAs.
Yeah, I got my battle axe. I got a Viking beard. I have a Viking outfit. So
Throw
I'm
away
ready.
your ovens. Throw away your ovens. Throw away your grills. Eat the chicken raw. It's not going to hurt you.
Call
Or by
your
campfire.
dentist. Tell him he's a little bitch.
Just call him up. Hi, is this Dr. Smith? Yeah. Could I leave a message? Yeah. Could you tell him he's a little bitch? Yeah. Capital B. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Oh,
Oh, you can't say bye anymore. You have to do that like little finger thing that Vegeta does. Like to that's the new thing you have to do. Oh yeah, you have to
Okay.
get a haircut like Vegeta too. Like
Yes.
no more good hairlines.
Yeah, and you have to look like Freddie Mercury in GT.
Yeah,
you
so as long as you take our advice, guys, you will be
Laid just
Alpha-
like Genji.
Alpha Chad red pilled
Yeah.
Yeah.
champions.
Chad, just
Yeah.
like from Bleach.
You will be completely a winner and not a loser like them. Be a winner like me, NC and Satsuki.
And Count
Where winning
Chocula.
is our middle name.
All right, cool. Where can they find you, E EA?
You can find me at Everything Animated. It is the greatest channel ever.
It's hip to be square.
American Psycho. But yeah, it's you can find me there. I have some future plans that I'm gonna be doing. I think y'all will enjoy it. And if not, well, then you're Haruhi Suzumiya fans. So
Oh god.
yeah, I be gone. No, I'll take on all comers. I don't discriminate. Even if you like Haruhi, you can come subscribe to my channel and watch me hate it. But yeah, watch me on those. Watch me on well, I guess you can't watch me on Twitter. Sure, you can watch me, but nothing will happen if you do. But yeah, you can follow me if you want. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And of course, follow TikTok King of Anime Podcast for some awesome content coming in the future. That's going to be hilarious, I assure you.
Will do. Well, as for me, Twitter Sasuke the Savage with a DA, as well as Twitch with the same name. For Twitch, I plan to play I guess Danganronpa V2. Don't know what's going to happen with that game, but I enjoyed the first one, so that should be fun. A lot of people have been telling me that the third one is the best, or that I would like the third one, but I've also heard some controversial stuff. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. As for the YouTube channel, Sasuke the Savage, Hunter x Hunter is supposed to come back the 24th, October 24th, apparently. Actually, it might come back a little earlier than that, like maybe a day earlier. But either way, that is something I'm definitely going to cover regularly on my channel. I'm probably going to do live reactions on Twitch initially and kind of put together my live reaction plus like afterthoughts, or I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be talking about it on Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, that'll be something that'll be since it's a staple on my channel, I'll go back to that. And then of course, like stuff I'm already covering, Watamote, Kakaguri. So it should be fun. Should be fun. But that is it for me.
Well, Satsuki, I do have some strategies, some content creation strategies. You want to hear about those later? That I think would be very much helpful, whether you use them or not.
Does it involve vodka and Slim Fast?
It does, actually. How'd you know? Turns out you got to be red pilled to make the best content on YouTube, but not many people knew that. Anyways, this week already got out 2 videos today already, if you can believe that. One on One Piece, Arlong Park. It's my second part of my 3-part Arlong Park review series, and let me tell you, Arlong Park, amazing, absolutely incredible. Once again, if you're somehow on the fence with One Piece, I think at the very least you should read Arlong Park. Read, whether it is you just read that arc on its own, which I think is probably a bad idea, admittedly, as I say that, or read all of it up to Arlong Park. Basically, just read all of East Blue Saga. I think you should do that. I think it's something most people should experience because it's really just that good. As well, put out a Bleach video today. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's on episode 2 of the 1,000-Year Blood War. Really good name. Tomorrow, Chainsaw Man, episode 2. We're going to make a video on that. And then throughout the week, we're going to have a couple other videos as well. And then we start it all over again. So that should be a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for checking out the podcast, for all your subscriptions, your support over the years. And we'll see you in the next one next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, man.
Later.